Hello and welcome to my little channel. Today is December 15th, 2020, and I'm going to go over where's the NRA. Now this video is brought to you in response to good old Johnny B. That's right, good old Johnny B. And he puts, furious, where's the NRA? Because there's a lot of cases going on, and there's a lot of bills that are being passed, and it seems like NRA is missing in action. Let's see if I can't find this one. Oh yes, there we go. NRA equals not representing Americans. The one thumbs down is Wayne Assistant. I mean, it seems like there's a lot of laws that are being trying to pass, and the NRA is nowhere to be found. When you search NRA by the news, it talks about a story I heard on Steven Crowder. Imposter Santa denies toy gun requests, and I guess they sent them a bunch of Nerf guns. But either way, I mean, yes, I understand it's a warm felt story and it's a good PR stunt. But however, you got this one here: Virginia new restriction on concealed carry training starting January 1st. But really, I mean, this is only, and this is just the first page. It's 1, 2, 3, actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 10 results. And there's one with the Virginia restriction. And of course, you got the Bloomberg, every town encourages, which is, I think, what Johnny B is upset about is child sniffer met with Bloomberg. And then next thing you know, 80% lowers are being taken off the shelves by the ATF, and which I understand. I mean, there's a frustration. You pay a membership for them to help assist us in fighting these legal battles to ensure our Second Amendment is taken care of. But I really haven't seen much. And here's another search. I just did NRA court cases 2020. Now keep in mind, I am using Google, and Google may be throttling or censoring actual results for the NRA, mainly because it's Google and they're kind of anti-Second Amendment. So take that with a grain of salt. But however, this was reported back in March. Let's see here, November. There's one for August. Let's see here, this one doesn't really have a date, but there's really nothing there. This one's what, dated back in May, back in October, and then I mean, it's really nothing really here. Then if you go to NRA legal facts, I mean, it does talk about a little bit here. That's October 20th when this was, I guess, updated last. And then there's a July. Let's see here. And then we have another October one. Another September. Another August. I mean, it seemed to be picking and choosing. And there's July 1st. There's May, April, January 28th, February 7th, January, and that goes to next year, which is only really a handful of cases. You would think that they would have a lot more lawyers involved. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for this year. That is 10 cases. And there's probably literally over 100 anti-Second Amendment gun laws that are being proposed throughout that year on different levels. Of course, you got the federal level, you got your state level, and then you got your city level. And I'm pretty sure there's at least a good 1,000, if not more, laws being proposed or ordinance being proposed. Where's the NRA? You would think that this would be chock full of lawsuits and cases against states and the federal government to protect our Second Amendment. Now, I really don't have a skin in this race because I don't donate to NRA. I do support their fight to protect the Second Amendment, but this is a lobbyist group that is to lobby on our behalf. Well, not we, but Americans donate to them so they have a voice to be heard. That's pretty much what a lobby is. It gives a group of people or a company a voice to be representative. I mean, I don't really agree with lobbyists. I think they're kind of shady in some aspects, but the NRA was supposed to be a good guy lobbyist to fight that fight for us. But it seems like they're kind of MIA and just kind of picking and choosing which battles to pick. Now, I get that there's limited resources, but I would think they would have a lot more than just 10 cases this year, as large as they are and as old as they are. And you would think the amount of resources that they have, they would be able to pick up at least 2 or 3 a month and fight on the merits. I mean, or maybe even 50. So I think there may be branches. Like I said, I don't know the history of the NRA too much. I just know that they're a gun lobbyist. But I'm kind of with Johnny B. And yes, I did pause this on that face on purpose to make him look goofy. But yeah, I got mad respect for Johnny B because he's definitely making videos just about every day about gun rights or about guns. And I do respect that. Me personally, I don't have the patience to keep up on everything, so I kind of disperse, or not really disperse, but I have a diverse topics that I want to be able to talk about. Don't not really getting pigeonholed on one particular topic, but yeah, I do have the question: is where's the NRA? I mean, I do know that there's other gun organizations out there that are probably a lot more responsible, but they're kind of small fish in a big sea when it comes to compare to other groups like the Bloomberg group and the NRA. I mean, the NRA is supposed to be the heavy hitters, and the other ones are growing in popularity, but they need to be a lot larger to be able to take that fight and be able to take courts to the Supreme Court. So I think there's a gun case that was supposed to be heard in the Supreme Court, but the Supreme Court decided not to pick it up. Now I understand they don't want to really get involved, but it's kind of their job. I mean, I get that they have limited resources too, but that's why we have the NRA to make those pushes. I'm not going to say corruption, but to grease the wheel, so to speak, so we get our voices heard, so we have our rights protected. And it seems like they're not doing it. It seems like they're just either asleep at the wheel or just not interested in protecting our Second Amendment. I mean, that's about all. Leave a comment down below on what your thoughts are, and smash the like and subscribe button. But most importantly, have yourself a wonderful day, morning, or evening.